I feel that I have fewer questions. I am emptying.
They are?
I am emptying.
Emptying.
Yeah,
Questions are emptying.
Yeah.
That's good.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. The first thing is I can see what I am not. Clearly. I cannot see what I am. So I have a feeling of being in the personal absolute, like the non-dual I, but not in the ultimate absolute. So it's like...
Do you think or perceive that the absolute can perceive itself phenomenally? Can the absolute know itself phenomenally?
Yes.
And how would it know itself phenomenally?
Like an experience of energy, ecstasy, whatever. I have this kind of expectation.
That is due a little bit to the phenomenality of the dualistic mind that can only comprehend the possibility of perceiving something phenomenally as other, as an object that can be looked upon or something like that. So this is why actually I asked you the question, can the seer be seen? Because the seen can be seen. What as quality can be perceived, can be measured and compared, But that which is perceiving this, can this also be seen?
I think it can.
Yeah. By whom can it be seen?
It will see itself in an unpersonal way as a light or a presence. I don't know.
No. Let's look at it because it's something important, Even if you say it can see itself, and I ask you, how can it see itself? And you went to very subtle qualities to say as light or presence. But these are phenomena also, because you see, it is something that I will be looking at something. I mean, the eyes can see everything, but can they look upon themselves directly? They can't. The example I gave before was that, like the knife that can cut so many things, but it cannot cut itself because it is one, it's complete. To cut something, it has to divide or something, you see. It can cut other, but itself it cannot cut.
But it's like when I contemplate on this question, who am I? I'm going to my heart. And it's like my identity can watch itself, or I don't know, I don't understand it. But it's like I get into this non-dual I, which has a kind of self-recognition. But maybe this is an illusion. Maybe it's because I'm looking from the true me.
Yeah, it's a very subtle thing we're talking about, because I sometimes myself speak about a non-dual or non-phenomenal recognition.
Yeah.
And these words, in a sense, they don't make sense to the mind.
They don't.
A non-phenomenal recognition means that it's recognizing something which is not as an object or a phenomenon.
That qualityless state.
Yes.
Yeah.
But even if I say to recognize a qualityless state, if it's coming from the mind will actually create a subtle image of a qualityless state in order to comprehend it, you see.
Yeah.
This type of self-knowledge, we have to forget entirely the classical meaning of the word knowledge, which means a knower,
words.
The thing known, and the function of knowingness, which is a sort of, which is clearly dualistic, So why would we use the word self-knowledge? Seems like there's a self to know. And what is going to know that self? It's not a riddle. It will be a riddle if it's kept only into the mental realm. But it's a very intuitive knowledge. And I don't know if the word knowledge is misleading sometimes. It can be misleading. I know everything. I can know everything, meaning I can know everything phenomenally in terms of objects. Even including objects, I'm including thought, anything that is perceivable.
Yeah.
So whatever it is that can be recognized through consciousness, I'm calling it an object of consciousness. All this we can see. But the perceiver of this we cannot see, except as a sort of a subtle kind of identity, if there's an identity. If there's a feeling, oh yes, I like this and I don't like that, then that observer is possessed of some quality, some characteristics, in order to say I like or I don't like.
If there's any judgment at all.
So if there is an observer who has interest in what is being observed, then that observer is not the absolute observer. He must be carrying the seeds of some quality that...
but you said the absolute could have love. You said that yesterday or the day before.
I don't say it has love, except that the love is present there. No? You can say that.
Yeah.
And I made the point of saying the love is not necessarily a dualistic love, as we ordinarily experience or express love to be, that it is a love for something. You can call it self-love, but it's not a dualistic love. So then I said the love here represents the unity of being. So again, if we use the mind, it seems, what does that mean, the unity of being, you see? So it's an intuitive knowingness that when I'm undivided, a perfume is emitted from that unity, and that perfume is felt like love. It's not different. We could give it another name like supreme contentment or something like that, which is not different from love in my way of perceiving.
It's much easier to understand,
Yes.
I'm getting aligned with the way you understand. So it's much easier.
Yes, and also you can say the way in which I can understand, because there are different ways that understanding can occur. It's not rigid. There are different ways in which understanding can manifest somehow.
Yeah, my next question is about the purpose of life, because I have experienced in myself a very strong identity, like I bring love, light and joy. I have had this as a kind of mantra or identity. I bring love, light and joy. This is who I am. And I found this in therapy many years ago, working on myself, who I am, what do I bring. And I was very satisfied with that. But for some reason it seems...
When you say you bring love, light and joy, to whom do you bring?
To my mother.
Does she receive it?
No, not at all. But this is my intent, my basic intent, my first intent, my aim or purpose or what I want to do, like... It's a conditioning.
I say this because, sometimes it sounds noble enough in some way to say, I bring this joy, I bring this peace, I bring so and so and so. But if there is an intention,
it is
somehow,
an intent.
It may not fulfill its aim,
I have definitely failed miserably.
Yeah.
So this has caused me much pain.
However, at a certain point, when one comes to see that love, light and joy is the kind of perfume that arises out of being, it doesn't have an intention, it's simply just there. The flower is not producing a smell for you. It's there, and if you're in its presence, you're likely to taste this perfume, to feel and to enjoy this perfume. But it doesn't mind whether you smell it or not. Then there's something very innocent about this, very pure.
Yeah, I understand.
But if it...
The intent is in some kind of way brutal. It has a power.
Yes, and sometimes it can be intrusive.
Yeah. It's a violent, imposing energy.
It can be.
Yeah, it is.
Perhaps the initial intention is not to create that effect, but the very fact that there is an intention behind it usually driven by some kind of a projection arising from a sense of self as the giver of something good. But this is why I say forget all about all these things. Just be clear and understand yourself. Without it doesn't require that you are, you have the job or the task or the duty or the joy to spread joy or to give knowledge even, because it's more innocent than this. It simply is. Like the sun is shining, it's not shining for flowers or,
So you say let go of that?
Well, yes, if you can. I see it. There's more freedom.
Yeah.
Because by letting go of it, you don't feel disappointment. If you make appointments, you'll feel disappointments.
Yeah.
An appointment, by this I mean that you have an intention, and almost always our intentions fail because it's almost contrary to the integrity of the cosmic flow. It's like a personal thing, and just the person is exposed as being off key in so many ways in respect to the beingness.
I have one more question. This is about if I am only the absolute. As I am only the absolute.
Yeah.
Will I not have a specific manifestation, like a characteristic, like am I like you? Are everybody the same? Or do
they are the same and different. They come from the same root, but they're different expression.
Like two different flowers.
Yes, they all grow out of the ground.
Yeah.
But they have different smell, different color, different shape, different season when they flower. All of these things can be there.
This is mystic to me.
Of course it is mystical, because the human mind cannot comprehend the wisdom of this inexhaustible energy and love and just magnificence.
Yeah.
No human being, meaning the limited consciousness in its expression as a human being, can comprehend the totality. And the totality is not fixed in terms of its manifestation. It is just unending potential and possibilities of manifesting itself. I mean, no human being can comprehend it even. You see, the sages, they comprehend it spontaneously, but not particularly. They don't. In fact, they don't go into the they don't focus in necessarily like a kind of macroscopic study, although they can look at one thing and in that one thing understand the nature of everything if they wanted to.
And there you are answering my fourth question about the nature of the absolute, true nature of God.
But who wants to know this?
Identity wants to know, to make the jump into the absolute. And no, I see this is stupid. It's like I stand in the position of the identity and want to know about the absolute, so that I can kind of dare to jump, dare to go there.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
It's ignorance. It's ignorance. I would say more than arrogance. It's just our ignorance. It cannot be that. The human instrument is so limited, given the fact that there's a tremendous amount of potential in it, in its aspect as consciousness, but in the aspect of a personal mind, it's like it's just on no level can the relative measure the absolute in any form at all. It's just such a way off mark thing.
I have a problem there. I kind of experience myself to be absolute in the relative, and then absurd.
No, it's okay. No, it's not absurd. I mean, it's not absurd. It's only absurd. It's not absurd. I understand what you're saying.
I've been looking so much. And I can see, I'm not this. And still there's something left. Some reminiscence left. And for some reason, I do not manage to say I'm not this and just fall into the absolute which I am. It gives me a sense of absolute in the relative, but it might be just the relative borrowing the qualities of the absolute in some way, mirroring it in some way. But it's like I'm caught in a bubble, in a mirror bubble, a perfect mirror bubble. This is my experience.
In a sense, by identifying as a person, you seal your own fate. Meaning that by this attraction to and the fear of leaving the personal identity, it's like you nail yourself in your own box somehow, because it doesn't go very far. Whatever we may imagine, this knowledge is not really worth anything at all.
I know that.
Yes.
I know that, and I see that. So what to do?
It depends what is your aim, what you ultimately want. And well, if you want truth, you must keep on questioning who you are, rather than what you think and what you project and what you've studied. You must keep on, looking into with what identity am I speaking of an intention? With what identity presently am I speaking about an intention? You must constantly keep checking in. Who am I speaking as at the moment? Because there's a mighty assumption behind this type of request. You constantly go back to the place of identity. And as long as you have an identity, you will have a desire, an intention to do something. But the whole thing is a fraud. It's sprouting out of the sense of identity, which is just attached to or addicted to the sense of wanting to achieve something or conquer something. Yeah. And it's afraid to give up its apparent uniqueness. But it's such a limitation, you see.
I agree completely. There must be something I do not see. Let me go from another angle. I asked this question: who am I not? Who am I? And am I this? And I see I'm not this. But it's like when I touch into truth, I often experience a huge charge, like some energies blocked or frozen or locked there. So it's like touching an electric wire, like that.
If you ask the question, who am I, and you are anticipating an answer, because really there's no answer really to the question, who am I? There is no, if I gave an answer, or you picked out an answer, or you received an answer from some place, you're bound to admit it cannot be this, it cannot be this. Who am I? You are the absolute. It means nothing at all. It's just some words. You are the absolute. So, you see...
I can go on asking forever.
Well, let's have a look. If there is no answer to the question, who am I, then what is the purpose of asking the question, who am I? Must be another purpose. Why does the sages, they recommend, they encourage this questioning? Why? If no answer is going to be acceptable.
It must lead to some experience of truth.
Yes, it must be an invitation to introspect something and to find a kind of revelation must happen out of it. It cannot just merely be a conceptual reply.
No. So you say...
It's just a door into your own self.
So you say continue this inquiry and you will, in the end, understand what this points to.
I can go one step nearer and ask you, who is even asking the question.
As I said yesterday, I have a strong knowledge that I am the Absolute, or I am.
Yeah, but that's nothing. There's no power in that. There is no power in this, you know. Because even if I ask you who is asking the question, you say, well, it's my mind. There's no power in this also. You have to look. This is what using the question is. It's not just, it's my mind, like you give the right answer or something. You must look and explore and experience your finding or non-finding. It has to come from something stronger than just, intellect or thinking, you see? Yeah.
I still kind of try to follow my attention back to the Absolute, back to me. And I'm still lost in this exercise.
For the moment, don't refer to the Absolute as you. Just don't even bother using even the term the Absolute for the moment, because the mind just makes it into something, and it's not needed right now.
But often, when I sit, I have the experience of everything softening up, like I'm relaxing very, very deeply, and I got this like orange cloud. I'm in like a soft orange cloud kind of hole.
Yeah, but it's a sensation. It's a visualization or a sensation. It's just an effect in consciousness. It's not anything at all. You see, I throw all these things out. And any other things that can come in this way in the future also, I abandon it. It's not this. I am there before all experiences come. I am the experiencer of experiencing. In somehow, the evidence of experience don't really concern me deeply. It has nowhere to take me, because I'm not looking to go anywhere. I simply am.
I have this duality. In the one aspect, I understand it completely. In the other aspect, I'm completely mystified. No, I do understand you. It's completely clear what you're saying, but it's just like it do not relate to me.
You being what?
The identity.
You must look. You must not stop with the first statement of your response.
It seems deeper than identity. I have had this shift in my experience that, before I was the identity and I had the idea of the Absolute being behind me. Because now I have identity in front of me. There has been some shift, I don't know what this means. But identity is there.
I ask you, what is watching the identity, And I don't want your answer. I don't trust your answer. I just want to see if you will, somehow employ the question. Use the question. Take the highest opportunity and potential out of the question.
Looks like homework.
Okay, let's try something different. throw out all this idea about work to do, or something to find, or something to get, or even these feelings about reaching the absolute. Throw everything away. Flush it out. Okay? Then just be what remains. No aspiration, nothing at all is there, because you're aware of that, so throw everything out. What remains? What actually is here? Go to zero, everything out. The conversation begins here. If one needs to take place, start from here, in this place. And don't go to the past. There's no past, if you're true.
Happiness and presence.
Any conditions?
Little things in my body, but not much.
Yeah, but again, it's not anything. I mean,
No.
yeah, okay.
Purity, some simplicity.
And stay like this. Don't make any effort. You don't have to be careful. Nothing at all.
Innocence. Please. Innocent.
Yeah. Real innocence is not even aware of itself, in fact.
Innocence is like linked to my past, because I have this echo from the past, and leaving that behind brings a bit of innocence. So innocence tells me that I'm leaving past behind. This is what it means.
Okay, so like this, don't build. Don't build, don't acquire, don't keep. Only what is here by itself. Whatever comes and goes is natural, come and go, not your business to keep. Don't delay any appearance. Come, go. It's not your business. Just like clouds appearing in the sky, moving by themselves. It's nobody's job to look after them. Like this. Thoughts, sensations can come. Forget about enlightenment, about, intention, mother, father, future, past, career, age, gender, all of these. Is it possible? Very good.
That's different. I do not know for how long though.
Time also, forget about it. If you look from now into just what is here now, is it a duration or simply what?
Yes.
Yes, it just is. And the question, I don't know how long, it's got nothing to do with this. This is as close as I could say to convey my own natural, effortless state. And that potential, that possibility is in you. Just this. Past, future, they're just ideas, just an idea, and I don't need an idea, please. Why? I'm here right now. It's got nothing to do with future or past.
I had a different feeling of this meeting before it happened, that I could appreciate you more. from some strange place. I appreciate him. And also like, you're not more friendly, but you're closer to me. Some gap that is closing.
Very good.
No thoughts, huh? No thoughts.
They can come, but they're not your business to somehow...
To maintain the support here.
Yeah, yes. So they come and go. Be in that as you are now. Let's see what happens. Very good.
Happiness.
Huh?
Happiness.
Happiness.
Yeah. This is my first moment of happiness coming here.
Okay. Thank you.